Hey, friends. I'm getting a lot of contact right now from all of you. People in the world seem to be changing. They seem to be changing with our circumstances. I can assure you that some of my recent business interactions are as odd to me as your personal lives seem odd to you. I can't really explain what's going on in the world, and I know the world may feel frightening to many of you right now. I wrote a letter and I wanted to share it with you today. And this letter was from me to you. Dear friend, I know the world feels frightening right now. Every day seems to bring another conflict, threat, warning, or prediction. People speak about war, political division, economic uncertainty, and the end of the world. Some voices tell you that every new headline proves that a terrible event is about to happen. If you listen long enough, fear can begin to feel like the only reasonable response. But I want to remind you of something that Jesus said. When Jesus spoke about wars and rumors of wars, he did not tell his followers to panic. He said, "See to it that you are not alarmed." That's Matthew 24, verse 6. You see, Jesus did not say that nothing difficult would ever happen. He did not tell us to ignore suffering or pretend that evil is harmless. He knew this world would experience violence, confusion, betrayal, disaster, and loss. He told his disciples the truth because he wanted them to be prepared. Yet his command was still very clear. Do not be alarmed. And that doesn't mean you will never feel afraid. It means fear does not have to control what you believe, how you treat people, or what you do next. The news may surprise you, but it did not surprise Jesus. Governments may lose control, leaders may make terrible decisions, nations may threaten one another, people may use religion to justify hatred and violence. None of that removes Jesus from his throne. Christ has not lost his authority because the world has lost its calm. You do not have to understand every prophecy before you can trust him. You do not have to identify the Antichrist, calculate the date, or connect every event to Revelation. Jesus specifically warned his followers against people who would mislead them. He said no one knows the day or hour of his return. Our assignment is not to predict what Jesus said we cannot know. Our assignment is to remain faithful. If Jesus returns tomorrow, I want him to find me loving people today. I want him to find me telling the truth, helping someone who is hurting, forgiving someone, praying for my enemies, and treating every human life, as valuable. I do not want him to find me hiding in fear while spreading rumors that make other people even more afraid. The return of Jesus is supposed to be a source of hope for those who belong to him. It is the promise that evil will not win forever. War will not have the final word. Death will not have the final word. Human cruelty will not have the final word. Jesus will. And that doesn't give us as Christians permission to become careless about suffering. We should pray for people caught in war. We should care about frightened families, injured children, exhausted soldiers, displaced communities, and innocent people on every side. Jesus never taught us to celebrate human suffering because we think it might fulfill a prophecy. He taught us to love our neighbors. He told us to pray for our enemies. He called peacemakers blessed. Now, you can believe that Jesus is returning while still working for peace. You can recognize that the world is troubled without treating every frightening headline as a secret message from God. You can remain watchful without living terrified. Jesus said, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you." John 14, verse 27. Then he said, "Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid." You see, his peace does not depend on peaceful circumstances. If it did, the disciples could never have experienced it. They lived under Roman power. They faced persecution, imprisonment, rejection, and death. Their security did not come from a world that was safe. It came from knowing who was with them. The same Jesus that was with them is with you. Perhaps your greatest fear is not war itself. Maybe all the frightening news has awakened a deeper fear. You're wondering whether you're ready to meet Jesus. You may be thinking about mistakes you've made, years you have wasted, or things you have hidden. Please understand this, my friends. Jesus is not asking you to repair your entire life before coming to him. He's just asking you to come. Bring him your fear. Bring him your sin. Bring him your doubt. Bring him the part of your story you wish you could erase. Jesus gave his life for sinners, and that includes both you and me. His grace is not a prize for people who have already made themselves worthy. It's a gift for people who know they need him. Turn toward Christ today. Tell him the truth. Ask him to forgive you, lead you, and teach you how to live. You do not need an impressive prayer. If all you can say is, "Jesus, please help me," then begin there. If you already follow Jesus and have become consumed by fear, step away from the noise for a while. You don't need to watch every prediction. You don't need to absorb every argument, and you do not need to carry every possible disaster in your mind. You have been given this day. Use it well. Call someone you love today. Help someone who is struggling. Pray for peace. Read the words of Jesus before reading another person's theory about him. Take care of the responsibilities in front of you. Trust God with what remains beyond your control. You see, Jesus never promised that following him would remove every storm. He promised that the storm would never separate you from him. Now, I want you to think about this. When Peter began sinking beneath the water, Jesus did not stand at a distance and lecture him. Peter cried, "Lord, save me." And Jesus immediately reached out his hand. That is the Jesus I want you to remember today. His hand is closer than your fear. His mercy is greater than your failure. And his presence is stronger than all this noise around you. Whatever tomorrow brings, Jesus will still be Jesus. Look at the world honestly, but do not surrender your heart to fear. Stay awake, stay compassionate, stay faithful. Keep your eyes on Christ. You do not have to know everything that is coming. You only need to know that the one who loves you will be with you when it comes. With hope in Jesus Christ. My name is Douglas Vandergraph, and I believe in Jesus Christ. God bless every single one of you, and God bless everyone you love. Bye-bye.